This morning we are interviewing Robert Thornhill, author of Lady Justice Takes a Crap. Good morning, Bob.
Good morning.
Okay, for starters, what's with the name Lady Justice Takes a Crap?
Well, as a new author, I knew that I would have to do something to be noticed. There are tens of thousands of new books that are published each year and a bazillion books out there on the market. So as the plot developed and I saw that the main character was going from being a retired realtor to the head of the City Retiree Action Patrol, and the acronym for City Retiree Action Patrol is C.R.A.P, and Lady Justice was who he was going to help. There it was, bingo, Lady Justice Takes a Crap. You're either going to love it or you're going to hate it, but you can't ignore it.
Yeah, so Walt Williams is your main character?
Yes, Walt Williams is a retired realtor. He found himself kind of drifting after going into retirement. He had been working for years and years and years and years, and all of a sudden he found himself with nothing to do and no direction in his life. And then one day, as he was going through the parking lot at the supermarket, he saw an elderly lady being mugged. And that kind of lit a fire in him and gave him the desire to do something additional with his life. And he knew from that moment on that what he wanted to do was give Lady Justice a helping hand and help bring criminals to justice.
Well, tell us about some of the other characters.
Well, there is, after Walt became the head of the City Retiree Action Patrol, his partner is named Ox, and he's a 22-year veteran. He's a great big burly guy. He's not the sharpest tack on the corkboard, but he's the kind of police officer that you would want standing between you and the criminals for your protection. One of the other characters is Willie. He's a 65-year-old con man, a black dude off the street, who, after meeting Walt, gave up his shady ways to become his maintenance man, his friend, and his sidekick. I think when you read the book, you'll enjoy Willie because of his physical endowments. He turns out to be quite a ladies' man. Another one of the characters is 75-year-old Mary. She is the resident manager of Walt's rooming house. She's 200 pounds, carries a 36-inch White Ash Hillridge and Badsby baseball bat, and doesn't take any crap off of anybody. There is the Professor Leopold Skinner, who is a retired psychology and philosophy professor from the university, and with his wisdom it kind of guides the seniors through their escapades. And of course there can't be a hero without a heroine. And so Walt's sweetie is Maggie McBride, another 65-year-old gal, and they worked together in the real estate office before Walt retired. Maggie is still an agent, and together they prove that just because there's snow on the roof doesn't mean that there's not fire in the furnace, if you know what I mean.
Well, okay, those are the good guys. Who are the bad guys?
Well, there are two themes that kind of run through the book. The first, the Walt and his friends go after the realtor rapist. He's a very sick character that preys on female real estate agents. And in the latter part of the book, they actually take on the Russian mob. But in between, they meet a whole slew of other characters that are evildoers. And one of my favorite chapters has to do with the senior setter mugger. I think you'll enjoy that one.
Well, who do you think would enjoy reading your book, Bob?
Well, I think anybody that enjoys mystery comedy novels would enjoy it. Anybody that's got a sense of humor would enjoy it. The book is written about seniors from the perspective of a senior citizen, and so I think anybody over 60 years old would enjoy it. And anybody that has either a mom, dad, grandma, or grandpa, aunt, or uncle that are over 60 years old, I think would enjoy it.
Is there any message or a theme in your book?
Yes, there are a couple of messages in there. One message is, how old is too old to dream? There are literally hundreds of thousands of senior citizens, baby boomers who are just coming into the retirement years. And does that mean their life is over? Heck no. That means they're just getting ready to start on another phase of their life where they still have a contribution to make. And Walt and Maggie, the professor, and Willie and Mary all discover that they still have something to give. And so the message is, it's never too old to dream. There's always a time to start something new in your life, to be able to pick up something new and to learn something new, whether it's to maybe not do the improbable like Walt does to become a police officer at 65, but to do something, to write a book, to learn to play a musical instrument or something. But life is definitely not over at 65.
Are you writing a sequel?
Absolutely. I have totally enjoyed writing the first book, and I love Walt and all the characters, and I'm already involved in the sequel, where Walt and all of his scrappy seniors take on a whole new set of nefarious criminals.
Well, congratulations. We'll be looking forward to more of Walt's adventures in the future. Thank you, Bob.
Well, thank you.